Day 7, it's puddings. Today's challenge is trifle. We're also making some petit fours. Tomorrow, I need to pick the head chef.
What's your chances of being head chef?
Pretty good.
I made you a special little gift. I think this is how you see yourself.
If you got chosen, would you be confident to be head chef?
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah, I think you would be. Tash and Blake. Yeah, they're definitely my competition.
The petit four that most fits the brief is yours, Tash. And the trifle is yours, Aria. Yeah. Definitely a few people who think they should be the head chef. Today's the last day in our boot camp. Tomorrow it's the real deal as we move kitchen and start preparing for the hakari. Welcome to day 8 of Native Kitchen Boot Camp. Tomorrow we move over to the marae and that's where the real cooking and the real challenge begins. We've got to feed 200 people, OK? You ready for that?
Yeah. Yep.
OK. Today's challenge is the hardest of all. Who likes vegetarian food?
Oh my God, no meat.
Do you find it inspiring, exciting?
Yeah.
Challenging?
Nobody in my family eats just vegetables.
A lot of chefs think that vegetarian cooking isn't really cooking because there's no meat, but that's ridiculous. Huge amounts of the world's population don't eat meat on a daily basis, and I think to be a really good chef, you need to be skillful with vegetables. Well, I'm going to show you a recipe that I think is really flavoursome, and this is a dish that you could have as a main course, with a bit of rice probably, or you could serve it alongside something like a steak or a bit of chicken or a bit of fish. So for me, these flavours sum up India. Okay, it's a spicy lineup. So green cardamom. Cardamon's a beautiful aromatic spice. It's lovely in desserts, it's lovely in coffee, and it's also good in curries and things. A few cloves, some coriander seed, cumin seeds, some dried chilies. Grind it up. So put it into a dry pan, toast it off, a little bit of oil, some thinly sliced shallot. When you're a young chef starting out, you have to follow recipes because until you can understand the basics of a dish, it's really hard to be spontaneous with them. Some garlic and ginger. But as you become a more experienced chef, you want to be able to use your imagination, and that is something that's probably hardest of all to teach. But that is what determines a really good chef. They have an imagination, they have the skills, and they have a palate. So cook these down so they're lightly caramelised. So into here, I'm going to add some ajwain seeds. It's like a type of cumin seed, but a specifically sort of Indian flavour. I'm just going to cheat, put a little bit of curry powder in there. Some turmeric. You all familiar with turmeric? So it's like a... Some people think it's a type of saffron, but it's actually a root vegetable like ginger. And then ground coriander seeds. And at this, I just want to build up my layers here. Right, into this I'm going to add chickpeas. I love chickpeas. And chickpeas, they're great. They're filling the base of hummus. They're used through the Middle East, they're used through India, they're used around the world. And the trick with chickpeas, if you're cooking them, is to soak them the night before. And if you put a teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder, but baking soda in the water, the next day they're going to cook a lot quicker. One of those lovely little tricks you can have in the kitchen. I've also got in here some halloumi. And so what I've done is I've soaked the halloumi in boiling water and it becomes nice and soft. So it works really well in here, okay? It's a Cypriot cheese halloumi, but I'm going to use it here in my Indian dish. Then I've got some silver beet stalks and leaves all shredded. Okay, the last spice I'm going to put in is black pepper. And black pepper used to be the world's most expensive spice. Can you imagine it? It was more expensive than gold. And that was because it only grew in a particular part of the world. Now we cultivate it in different areas. But to think that pepper was exotic is quite strange. And what I love about this dish at this point is that it's smelling so aromatic. It's smelling so good. And you're thinking, why would you want to put meat in it?
Really?
A little bit of salt, a bit of coconut milk. Just put a lid on that. And then I'm just going to cook it until the silver beet is cooked. And sometimes with Indian food, I do find that you feel if you have a sagaloo or something with spinach in there, it can feel a bit overdone. This is going to be done a bit more al dente. What I'm going to finish this with is this dish here, and this is cauliflower, just roasted in a really hot oven with turmeric powder and curry leaves. So back to the pan. Smells good, doesn't it? I think. I do say so myself. So what's happening here, the halloumi is sort of softening up, but you still get a bit of texture in there. Finish it with a bit of cauliflower. There's one more spice to go, and that spice is garam masala. So just a little bit of this sprinkled on top. Actually, there's one more thing, a bit more coconut cream on the top. So just pour a little bit on.
Yum.
That's a good reaction for a veggie dish. Yum. Okay. And then for a bit of texture, and also because it's all about making sure a vegetarian dish is really healthy, so nuts, seeds and spices and pulses and all sorts of yumminess. A few sunflower seeds on top for a bit of texture. Yeah. I'm a genius. So, it's that time of the day. So I've got a little surprise in store for my students because we're looking really good. I'm feeling really happy with the progress of the team. And today's challenge is none. You've got absolutely nothing. It was really cool to be able to reward them in a very small way. They've been working so hard. You should celebrate the last 8 days, the fact you've all made incredible strides. Some of you have advanced beyond my imagination. You've produced incredibly delicious food consistently over 8 days. But the real challenge begins tomorrow. We've got 2 days to produce a hakari for 200 guests, and they're expecting absolutely nothing but the best, okay? But I'm going to go off and have a singing lesson. And at the end of that lesson, I'll let you know who that head chef is going to be. He's going to lead our team to the most fabulous hakari in Rotorua. While I contemplate my scariest challenge yet, the students are making the most of their free afternoon, chilling out. And although no one's talking about it, they all have one thing on their minds.
I can't believe it's the last day of boot camp. I feel like I've missed out on so much. But even though I've been here for half the time, I feel like I've learned so much already. So I don't know if I'm going to be head chef. I hope I would be, but everybody has their strong points, I think, and some stronger than others.
Hey, I'll give you $5 out of my allowance.
I am quite bossy. If somebody's mucking up, then I will tell them.
Taste that, chef?
So
Yep.
you need to get it done now, put it together.
But if I'm not going to be head chef, I think Isis would be head chef.
So you're going to forget the words and then I'll be singing all by myself.
Yeah. I was brought up in the kitchen. I live across the road from my marae, Kaingaroa. I was a daddy's girl, so I was doing more of the boy stuff than the girl stuff when I was growing up. Hanging holes and boning out sheep. I definitely feel like I was born to cook. But yeah, I think to be head chef is a big job. It'd be really stressful. But I think my chances of being picked would be pretty high, actually. I just feel that I'm confident to do it. I'm not scared to be a head chef, to, boss those people around.
We all good for 5 minutes, eh? We're ready to go?
No mucking around. What a messy bench. Add the bulgur wheat.
Yep.
Do you want to put the fluffers on?
Yep. Tash.
I don't want any more of this mess, all right? I'm comfortable being the boss in the kitchen. Yeah.
Today's challenge is the scariest of all because I'm about to have a singing lesson with a woman called Mariana, and there are 3 problems that I can see. The first is that my te reo isn't very good, but I'm working on it. The second one is I can't really remember more than 2 or 3 words at once. And the third one, most importantly, is that I'm tone deaf. Kia ora, Mariana.
Kia ora, Fi.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
I'll have 2. Annika in Russia, 3. And just because you're gorgeous. 4, you know.
Well, it's my lucky day.
Hey, look, I need a waiata, so I need help because I think I'm tone deaf. Is there hope?
Oh, there is hope. There is hope. It's all right.
Yeah?
We can do it in F minor.
Okay, cool.
This song is awesome. So it's only 5 lines. It's not 2 words, but it's 5 lines.
I've been on many marae when a waiata's been sung, and I can never join them because I can never remember the words. In fact, I'm known for making up all my songs anyway.
It's called Mawaira. So I'll just talk it out to begin with. So it's Mawaira e taurima, te marae I waho nei. What that says there is who will take care of my marae, our marae. Mā te tika, mā te pono, me te aroha e. For the right, for the faith, who will still be here. So that's pretty much what you're saying. Short and sweet. It's over and done with in like 30 seconds.
Okay, right.
Okay? Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
If someone has a full license, I think that's
None of us. None of us. Hence why we got the bus here.
license?
Yeah, so,
Oh, there we go.
so we do.
I'm on it.
Right. Do I think Peter will choose me for head chef? I'd like to. I'd like to be head chef because got the leadership qualities.
I'm a good sous chef.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I'm a good chef.
You're a good chef.
Cover it, please.
Yes, chef.
I'm strategic in planning, so I'll be able to get an efficient kitchen happening. But there are others who really deserve to have that head chef position. Sous chef maybe, but head chef, either or. I'm happy with both.
So they're going to pick a head chef today. I don't know whether it's going to be me or not. I'm not too fussed, but I do like to tell people what to do.
Okay, you need to hurry. I don't think you need to do the bones, just cut along the bones. You can actually see where the breast is. Can you just cut the breast out?
I know what I'm doing.
If it's not me, I don't know, I'd like someone who's really bossy. So maybe Tash.
A 3-minute walk, so that's only 10 minutes. Are we really going to want to walk back though?
We'll catch a taxi. I think I'd be pretty good at being the head chef because I'm used to it. Like when we work on our marae and stuff, I can delegate jobs.
Tidy or mess up. You better hurry up.
Come on.
You need to hurry up. OMG, what does my face say? Hey, you're wrecking it. That egg like that. Seriously.
I'm the boss lady.
I'd like to be picked, but if I get picked, I'm happy. If I'm not, then that's sweet too. I reckon I got a 1 in 8 chance.
Go ahead and tell everybody I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. If I was the head chef...
No.
He marae I waho nei. What that says
While my
is-
students ponder over who the head chef will be, it's time for me to waiata out loud. This is pretty nerve-wracking because this is the first time this song will have been ever sung by Mariana and myself in such beautiful surroundings with a tone-deaf, tone everything flatlining. Okay, let's give it a go.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
All right. Shall we
Do it together?
Yeah.
Okay.
From beginning to end?
Yep.
All right. Ready?
Let's go for it.
Toru, fa.
Mawaira e taurima te marae I waho nei. Mā te tika, mā te pono, me te aroha e. Not too bad? Not too bad. Not too bad?
Perfect.
Okay, look, I better go back, but I really appreciate that. And a fourth for Wanganui. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Mawaira e taurima Te marae. You know, I think I've nailed it. I still haven't completely made up my mind about who my head chef should be. However, I've narrowed it down to 4 of my most experienced students. But before I choose, I've decided to have one final chat with them. You're a really experienced cook, from what I understand.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, just learning off my mum and dad, the marae, catering jobs during the week. I have the markets on the weekend.
Tash is fantastic. She'd hated it if she knows that I'm saying this about her, but she's got a wonderful mothering way about her. And the way she's been working with Moses is fantastic. She runs her own business. What do you do for the markets?
I do fry bread burgers.
Oh.
Yeah, big breads, rump steak, bacon, lettuce, onion jam, aioli and tomato sauce. Side of big fry bread. They're a hit.
Awesome. I bet. So how many of those would you sell on the weekend?
About 100.
She's part of a big whānau sort of group doing lovely food, and she's fab. She's calm and kind and sweet. She's terrific. We're all going to be walking on the marae together, cooking that feast. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited. I was like, 200, that's not that much.
Easy. I could say.
But then I was like, oh yeah, but it's going to be like cuisine, not just good old Māori food.
What strikes me about you is that you have this great sort of inquisitiveness, saying, who's used this? It's always your hand that goes up. You're amazing.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a geek at school. I'm the only one that would do homework before it's supposed to be done. I would do more homework than I should.
Isis is remarkable. For someone who's never left Wanganui, she seems to know everything about the culinary world. You're great with the rest of the team. Your flavour palette is wonderful. You understand what you're trying to produce. You're very methodical but very sort of clear.
Yeah.
She's absolutely focused. She desperately wants to be the head chef, but there are definitely a couple of people, and I still haven't made up my mind. When you're putting dishes together, your flavour palette's terrific. It's great. You seem to know what you're heading towards at the end of it.
I don't know, I just love food. I love eating. I've grown up always cooking around my whānau. My mum's an awesome cook.
What I really love about Blake is that she's got a big world picture of things. She's been to America and other places, and so she's seen things beyond the shores of New Zealand.
I like going out to eat more than I do going out to party or anything like that. Yeah, I just think the experience, I like paying for an experience. I like eating nice food.
She's eaten a lot in restaurants, so she brought to it what a lot of the others didn't do. She goes out and she sees the presentation of food. She's, goes out to Auckland restaurants all the time, and she has an understanding of what restaurant food can be like. What are your ambitions?
I did want to run a restaurant, but with my kids being so young, it's just not possible. But I really want to be on TV.
Do you?
Yeah, I want to have my own TV show.
We are on TV now.
I know.
Joanna's really ambitious. She said that she would love to be a big TV personality. She had a pretty rough time when her mum was ill and then passed away. But I think the fact she came back shows very strong core running through her. And when she came back, it was terrific.
I just want to cook. I love cooking, and nobody will ever stop me from wanting to cook.
When I first met the students, in my mind I knew we had a hākari and I knew I needed a head chef to help me with that. They came into this oblivious to all of that. They came into it hoping to learn some skills and some techniques and stuff. We have gone from being strangers to good mates to a really cohesive team. I've been able to show them that by working together as a group you achieve a lot more than as the individual, but it takes individual spirit to achieve stuff. Yesterday I told you I'd pick a head chef, okay? And there were certain qualities I was looking for in a head chef, and I've been looking at those over the last 8 days. What I didn't tell you is that I'm going to be that head chef's sous chef over the next 2 days at the hākari. Okay, so I'm looking for a really good chef, and I need to pick someone that I think I can trust, I think is a really good chef, who I can work with, and who's going to lead the team. The reason it's important to have a head chef working with me is during the hākari, I imagine I'm going to be involved in plating up and making sure the food goes out, but I need to have someone behind me who is making sure that all the food is getting cooked properly. Well, the head chef that I've chosen, that I will work under for the next 2 days at the hākari is... Isis. Come forward, Isis. Now, I'm going to pin your badge of honour on. And you're going to wear it on the same shoulder that I have mine. Okay? Put you on here. You're also going to have your own special Native Kitchen jacket. So you can put this on tomorrow.
I was a bit emotional actually when I got head chef. I thought about it and I thought, yeah, they would most probably pick me, not being the big head, but they would most probably pick me because of the experience that I have or whatever. But also I probably would have thought that they would have picked somebody else that hasn't been a head chef before so they could see how a head chef could be.
You should celebrate the last 8 days, the fact you've all made incredible strides, but the real challenge begins tomorrow. We've got 2 days to produce a hakari for 200 guests and they're expecting absolutely nothing but the best. This is what it's all been about. It's been building up to this moment. I now have a head chef, I've got Isis, and I've pulled together a menu for the hakari from all the winning dishes during boot camp. So get some sleep, think of good dreams, give yourself a clap. And now what I need is everyone to have a really good sleep because tomorrow the really, really hard work begins. And it's going to be a lot of fun, but it is going to be exhausting. A feast for 200 people is quite a big thing. I've got my secret weapons here. I've got Nancy and two.
Native Kitchen chefs, everybody okay?
Isis knows everything.
Who marinated the lamb yesterday? Are you happy with that? Get down!
He mea tau toko na te manga.